Van Dyke Show. Starring Dick Van Dyke, Rosemary, Maury Amsterdam, Larry Matthews, and Mary Tyler Moore.
Hey, fellas.
What?
What this sketch needs is a funny entrance for Alan.
Funny entrance?
Yeah.
How about a door with a sign on it that says, ha ha?
Hey, how about Alan comes into the saloon with his guns blazing?
What's funny about that?
They're still in the holster.
I got it. I got the joke. You ready? Alan comes in carrying a Colt 45.
A gun?
No, a middle-aged horse.
Hey, what if Alan comes in the saloon? He comes in the saloon. He says, "Bartender, give me a whiskey and ginger ale." Thanks. Oh, I'm sorry, fella. Give me another one. Now give me the whiskey.
Beautiful. Oh, that's good. Let's get that down on paper.
Rob, oh, this is urgent. I'm glad I caught you before we went to lunch. What's the matter with it?
I hate to say this, Mel, but I think you're losing your skin. Maybe it's the molting season.
What's urgent today, Mel?
News Time magazine is going to do a cover story of Alan. And as his writers, they want to know what you think of him.
Oh, they can't print that in the family magazine.
You can say anything you want as long as you bear in mind that your contracts are coming up for renewal.
Well, Mel, we can't go on any interviews this week. We're way, way behind.
Well, now, a News Time cover story is very important to Alan. Now, I want you to take the reporter to lunch.
Hey, Mel, if this reporter's my type, I'll buy the lunch. Tall?
Tall?
Good looking?
Good looking?
Single?
I think she's single. Yo, Rob, I hope that you would escort Miss Mosby to lunch.
Well, why me?
Well, it's been my experience that interviewers are more receptive when handled with charm.
What do you know about charm? You got all the charm of a sticky doorknob.
Yo, Rob, remember now, this is a very important story. We want it accurate and complimentary.
Well, now, what do you want, Mel? Accuracy or complimentary? You can't have both.
Well, I don't mind going, except that Laura's downtown today. I promised to take her to lunch.
Well, no problem. Just meet Miss Mosby a half hour earlier. Laura can join you, and Alan will pick up the check.
Well, why can't Buddy go?
Yeah, why can't Buddy
No,
go?
Buddy can't go. You go, Rob, because you're the only one that'll mention there are two other writers on the show.
Yeah, I guess it'd sound better if Rob says all those wonderful things about me.
It's an interview, not a fantasy.
Rob, remember you're to discuss Alan and his talent, not Buddy Sorrell and his lack of it.
Well, I know what's wrong with you. Your hair didn't fall out. It fell in and clogged your brain. Gee, so touchy.
Well, Rob, I guess it's up to you to have lunch with Miss Newstime.
Yeah, here, use my credit card.
Oh, you can use mine.
Wait a minute, Alan's picking up the check.
We don't want you to pay for it. Just want to make sure you spell the names right. Buddy Sorrell with 2 L's.
Yeah, and don't forget, there's no D in Rogers.
You kidding? You think I'd forget your guys' names?
Sure.
You know something? I could feel very hurt by this. Just because it's a big national publication you guys are intimating, I'd forget my good friends' names.
Oh, well, now, wait a minute, Rob. We were only kidding. We're
It's
sorry.
all right. Just don't worry about it. Bye, Betty. Bye, George.
Hi, George.
Hi, Betty.
No, Miss Mosby. I didn't discover Alan Brady. He discovered me. He loves to encourage new talent, always. As a matter of fact, he saw a show I wrote locally in Illinois and thought maybe I could help him write his show.
Oh, his show is already on the air.
Oh, yeah. As a matter of fact, he had 2 great writers already. He had Buddy Sorrell and Sally Rogers. That's 2 L's in Sorrell and no D in the
Yes,
Rogers.
you've already told me that. Rob, there has been so much written about Alan Brady, and, well, I'm looking for a new angle.
You mean something like, what's he really like?
Yes, I'm trying to find out what makes him tick.
Well, when we write a bad joke, he gets a terrible tick, you know.
Oh, you mean he's highly nervous?
No, I'm just joking. He's a wonderful guy.
Oh, Rob, I've done some research. Is it just coincidence that the popularity of the Alan Brady Show rose when you joined the show as a writer?
Oh, no, you don't.
I beg your pardon?
I don't. You're looking for one of those man-behind-the-man angles. I don't want to get involved in an article like that.
Well, then how did you become the head writer?
I don't know. I guess I'm just the tallest one. No, but really, the three of us are a team. I'd like that understood.
Understood. Are you trying to make my job just a little bit difficult?
No, I'm trying to make my job just a little bit safer. Oh, here comes my wife. Hi, honey.
Hi. Oh, I hope I didn't keep you waiting too long, darling. You just wouldn't believe the traffic on the parkway was bumper to bumper the whole time.
Honey, I'd like to meet Miss Diane Mosby.
How do you do?
Miss Mosby is a reporter with News Time magazine.
Oh, well, how are you? News Time, and you're doing an article about Rob?
Whoa, honey. No, she's just getting material on Alan Brady. They're going to do a cover story on him.
Oh. Oh, and you're interviewing the man behind the man.
I've been trying to, Mrs. Petrie.
Oh, please, call me Laura.
Oh, if you call me Diane.
All right.
Tell me, Laura, is this man of yours as modest as he seems?
He's modester.
Come on,
Well,
honey.
it's true. Don't modest men make you just want to scream?
They frustrate me. Maybe you can help me break him down.
Oh, I'd love to.
Now, Rob, exactly how is the show written?
Well, as I was saying, it's a collaboration in every sense of the word. Buddy and Sally, that's Buddy and Sally.
Well, who does what?
Well, we everything. We throw lines and jokes back and forth all day long. As a matter of fact, when the script's finished, you don't know who wrote what.
Oh, no. I can always tell what Rob wrote.
She cannot.
Oh, I can, too. I can give you 7 lines
Honey,
from
would
last
you like
week's...
a little something to eat?
No, later, thank you, dear.
But does Alan Brady contribute anything to the script?
Oh, my, yes, he's very creative. One of the biggest contributor.
Yeah, he signs Rob's checks every week.
That would prejudice you just a bit now, wouldn't it?
No, seriously, Miss Mosby. Even at the first reading of the script, Alan has so many routines.
Yeah, but some of those routines are the ones that Rob performed when he was in the Army.
Oh, is that true?
Yes.
No, it's only partly true. Honey, would you like a roll?
Thank you,
Here, let me butter it for you, honey.
Rob, why are comedians so reluctant to give credit to their writers?
Well, Miss Mosby, you have to realize that a comedian is like a bullfighter. You know, when he faces an audience, it's a real moment of truth, you know? And if they don't like the jokes, they blame him. They don't blame the writers.
But they rarely fail on your show.
Well, I think we're just lucky.
Lucky? Alan Brady's the lucky one, if you ask me.
Honey, we didn't ask you, and I would like to remind you that Alan Brady's paying for this lunch.
Really?
Oh, why did you say really? Is he cheap?
He's not cheap.
No, I didn't mean he was cheap.
Well, isn't it irritating to have Alan Brady get all the glory and applause?
No, absolutely not. As a matter of fact, Alan Brady is such a great entertainer, he makes the material look that much better. I can tell you that the first time I saw him perform my material on the first show I wrote, it was the biggest thrill of my life, and that's the truth.
Yeah, and apparently the critics recognized it was Rob's talent that did it because they gave the show unqualified praise.
They said they liked it.
They loved it. In fact, I have the review right here.
Are you still carrying that thing?
I had it plasticized. Last night, veteran TV viewers were surprised and delighted.
May I take your order, sir?
Yes, waiter. Would you get this lady a separate table?
How at the end of the show, Alan Brady comes out and sits on a swing with his guest stars and drinks
Oh,
a
yeah.
soda?
That was Buddy and Sally's idea.
Well, I've never been too fond of that part of the show. Well, this has been a most fruitful lunch.
You can have fruitful lunch.
He says things like that all the time.
Do not.
Well, thank you for a very lovely lunch.
Well, where are you going?
Oh, I have to get back to my office.
Well, what about my rebuttal?
Oh, there's no need for that. I have quite enough material here for an enlightening article.
About whom?
Mr. Brady. Good night, all.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Oh, Rob, wasn't that exciting?
It was embarrassing.
Oh, Rob, did you hear what she said about me? Behind every great man
Is the woman with the big mouth.
Some cream?
Oh, thanks. I just have my shoe shine.
Good morning, Buddy. Good morning, Sally.
Those who feel good in the morning should have the courtesy not to impose it upon those who do not.
Doesn't anybody know what day this is?
It's Wednesday.
Wednesday? We had one of those last week.
But this is not like any other Wednesday. Look.
Hey, it's out. Alan Brady is a clown.
That's right. Our noble employer has taken his place alongside Khrushchev and Castro.
And all those other dictators.
Hey, what about the article, Rob? Can he sue?
I don't think so. From what I read coming up in the elevator, he's a smash, thank goodness.
Why, thank goodness.
I thought it might come out a little differently than that. If it's all as good as this first paragraph, it's right here.
Okay, read
Here
it.
is.
Good morning, staff.
Good morning, Stiff.
Have you seen the current issue of news? Oh, I see you have it already.
Yeah, how did Alan like it?
He's delirious about it. When you get a moment, Alan would like to see you in his office.
Know where I'd like to see you.
I want to go in there right now, because why should he sit on all that pent-up gratitude?
Oh, come in.
Good morning, Alan.
Morning, Rob. Have you seen the magazine yet? Read the article?
I haven't read it yet. Here it is, just great.
Yes, it's just wonderful. What are you going to do, light my pencil?
I thought you were going to smoke
I'll let you know what I'm going to smoke. Blow it out. You haven't read it yet, huh?
No, I haven't.
Well, why don't you read it out loud?
Well, you want me to read it?
Yeah, let's all enjoy it together.
Yeah, let's all enjoy it.
Shut up, Mel.
Yes, sir.
Read it, Rob.
Okay. For all the hootin', rootin', tootin' of TVs, doctors, and lawyers and Indian chiefs, the brightest star on the living room screen is that master confectioner of comedic fluff, Alan Brady, the top funny man in business today.
They caught the real me.
Yeah, I always said you were the top comedian, Alan.
Shut up, Mel.
Yes, sir.
Go on, Rob. Read.
Okay. Brady's climb up the TV ladder was cautious and constant, and he managed to retain his natural humility. That's true, Alan.
Yes, you haven't read the rest of the article yet.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, well, go ahead, read it.
Shut up, Mel.
Yes, sir.
Go on, read it. I think you'll be particularly interested in this next little section that's coming up.
Oh, really?
Go on, read it, Rob. Read.
The chief architect of the Merry Mimic's Mansion of Mirth is unheralded, head writer, hard-working.
Speak up, Rob. I can't hear you. What was that?
Hard-working, good-looking Rob Petrie.
Good-looking who?
Rob Petrie.
Rob Petrie. Go on, read.
Well, it just goes on and on.
Yeah, I'd like to hear. Go on, read. What does it say?
Petrie is truly the genius behind the genius.
Petrie's the what behind the what?
The genius behind
The genius behind the genius. Yes, very nice. Continue on, Rob.
The swift, satirical sword belongs to him. Brady merely wields it.
Isn't that something? What do you think of that, Rob? Isn't that nice?
I think I wrote it myself.
Yeah, I thought so when I read it. It goes on to say that I was practically a bum before you came to work for me.
I don't know how they got that impression.
Neither do I. You know how many times your name is mentioned in my article?
How many?
11.
11 times.
You know how many times my name is mentioned?
No. 7.
Yeah, 7.
7 and 11. That's lucky.
Not for you, it isn't. You know how many times Buddy and Sally are mentioned? They're mentioned as Buddy Rogers and Sally Sorrell, your frolicsome fellow workers.
Oh, Buddy, they mixed up the names.
Yeah.
They left mine out completely.
Shut up, Mel.
Yes.
Rob, tell me something. Are you paying for a press agent?
Well, no. As a matter of fact, I was having lunch with a reporter, Alan, and Laura joined us.
Your wife joined you? Now, whose stupid idea was that?
Well, as a matter of fact, we had an appointment. They said it'd be all right.
Who they said?
Who they?
They.
Mel, you have done it again.
It wasn't Mel's fault. See, every time I said something about you, Laura'd say something about me. Next time, I'll talk about me and let Laura talk about you.
What next time are you talking about? There's not going to be any next time, Rob. Now get out of here.
How far out?
Well, from now on, go to your office until I tell you whether my satirical sword needs any sharpening. And next time you talk to a reporter, will you try to work my name in, even if you have to force it into the conversation? And tell your wife to eat at home next time, will you?
I will.
Yes, very nice. Where are you going, Mel?
I was just going to my office.
I'm not finished yelling at you. You get back here. Alan, what in heaven's name do you mean have a guy go to it? That's the last time I want this to happen. Now go out and get me some lunch.
Yes, sir.
Hi there. Remember us, Betty and George?
Look, you guys, I'd like to explain about that article.
Oh, what's to explain? It's all down here in black and blue.
A little extra publicity, so what?
Yeah, besides, we're past that article. We're already up to science and medicine.
See if some guy can come up with a cure for a stab in the back.
You're not going to let me explain, are you?
What's to explain? Already 8 million readers know that we're your frolicsome fellow workers.
Listen, I feel honored to be a frolicsome fellow worker.
So if I mentioned your names once, I mentioned them 20 times.
Yeah, I believe that.
You do?
Yeah, you mentioned our names once.
I never said any of those things, and I got a notion to sue that magazine for libel.
Yeah, for what? The nastiest thing they said about you is that you are charming and tall.
Hey, Frolicsome.
What is it, fellow worker?
Want to get back to the sketch?
Yeah. Here, send this to some of your school chums in Danville.
Let's see now. Alan's in the dentist office, right?
Yeah, that's right. Hey, Alan plays the part of a wealthy Texas oil man. And the dentist says, which tooth hurts you? He says, drill any place, Doc. I feel lucky today.
Hey, that's very good. That's a wonderful joke, buddy.
Oh, well, would you mind signing this?
What for?
It's a receipt for the joke in case anybody asks me what I do around here.
Oh, Buddy, making him sign a receipt. I think that's terrible.
Thanks, Sal.
Anything we write, we'll just type our initials to it.
Hi, darling.
Hi, honey.
Oh, Rob, isn't this exciting?
I take it you like the article.
I loved it. Well, the phone hasn't stopped ringing all afternoon. Rob, New Rochelle is proud of you.
Swell. It's just too bad New Rochelle isn't the hub of the television industry.
What do you mean?
Because downtown they hate me.
Well, why would they hate you?
Because my name was mentioned more times in the article than Alan's.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, 11 times for me and 7 times for Alan.
Well, I never noticed that.
Oh, he did.
Do you mean to tell me that he is so small and petty that he counted how many times his name was mentioned?
The bigger they are, the harder they count.
Oh, well, that is so petty.
Isn't that?
Well, listen, Alan may be a little upset with you, but down at the shopping center, they love you.
Oh, boy, that'll pay off
Oh,
someday.
it already did. It did. They gave me the lamb chops they usually save for Gene Kerr.
Wonderful.
And Mr. Jacobs at the garage would like an autographed picture, please, to hang up.
Oh, swell. I'll look great hanging in the middle of all those nude calendars.
Oh, Rob, I love this part here where they call you a satirical sword. I never thought of you as a satirical sword.
You know, neither did Buddy and Sally till I stabbed him in the back.
You didn't stab them in the back.
Well, they think I did, and they happen to be the stabbies.
Well, why do they think that?
I don't know. Maybe it was because their names aren't mentioned in the article.
Well, they certainly are, too. Look, right there.
Mm-hmm. Buddy Rogers and Sally Sorrell.
They mixed their names up. Gee, I didn't notice that.
They did.
Well, Rob, it's certainly not your fault, darling. You tried to get Diane
That's
to...
not my fault.
It's Diane Mosby's fault.
No, I don't think it's Diane Mosby's fault.
Well, whose then? Oh, Rob, are you saying it's my fault?
Why would I do that? I mean, all you did was go on and on about me like I was a combination of Mark Twain and Leonard Bernstein.
Bernstein, and I did not. I merely said the things about you that I sincerely believe. Now, is there anything wrong in a wife being absolutely sincere?
Obviously.
Rob, these are the same things I've said behind your back for years. Now, why shouldn't I say them to Diane Mosby?
Because she can print them in a national magazine, that's why.
Well, I just don't understand why you're being so angry with me.
You don't understand. You embarrassed me within an inch of my job. You don't understand why?
Well, you could have stopped me, you know.
Oh, boy, I tried.
Half-heartedly.
Half-heartedly?
If you really wanted to shut me up, you could have, and you know it.
How?
You could have given me one of those looks.
What?
Yes, that. You wanted to shut me up, you could have done that. Well, why didn't you?
You want to know why?
Yes.
I will tell you why. Because even though I was embarrassed by everything you said, I sat there and I enjoyed every minute of it. I guess down deep in my subconscious, I was in complete agreement with you. That's why.
Then why are you shouting at me?
I'm shouting at me. You're just in the way.
Let me tell you this, Rob. You happen to have a very smart subconscious because you are the best one, and I just like to tell people you are.
Honey, I want to tell you something. No matter how hard you and I try, we're not going to be able to make a fight out of this.
I don't think so.
That's
and you
right.
know why? Because you're the best one, and you know it, and so do I.
Right. Now, what am I going to do to reestablish contact with Buddy and Sally?
Rob, I don't know. Yes, I do know. I'll write a letter to Buddy and Sally. I'll tell them it was all my fault. It was, you know. You said it. No. You write a letter to Buddy and Sally. You're much better at writing things than I am. No. Write a letter to the editor of the magazine and explain it. No. I'll write. What are you doing?
I am writing a letter to you. It says, "Dear wife, shut up." I will write the letter to him.
Okay.
Be right back.
Yeah, swell.
Hey, buddy, maybe we're being a little too tough on Rob, huh?
Are you kidding after what he did?
Well, how do we know he did it?
Oh, he did it.
Well, how can you be so sure?
Because if it was me, I'd have probably done the same thing.
Thanks a lot, George. From now on, I'll sit with my back to the wall.
Hey, look, we were writing for Alan Brady long before anybody ever heard of Robert Petrie.
Yeah, but Alan wasn't getting any place until Rob came along, and neither were we.
Yeah, well, neither was he. Why does all that jazz all over you? Why don't you keep things clean around this joint?
Hey, buddy, maybe he is a genius.
Yeah, sure. Maybe we're all geniuses. What is this?
Carbon paper.
Listen to this. To the editor, News Time magazine. As a more than interested spectator, may I compliment you on the fine cover job you did on Alan Brady.
You were right. He's buttering him up for more publicity.
Yeah. I seem to have been appointed the custodian
for a good deal of the show's success,
yes.
And I think it only fair to divide it up right now.
Yeah. Most of the
Credit.
credit. Thanks, Rob. Most of the credit should go to two writers who started with Alan Brady at the beginning. Sally Rogers and Buddy Sorrell.
2 L's.
Yeah. And to the big man himself, a true creative comedian who inspires good writers to be better ones.
Okay, who first? I apologize, Rob.
Ditto.
You really didn't have to do it.
Yes, he did.
I'm glad it did.
You think that this letter will ever get into News Time magazine?
Even if they don't put it in the letters to the editor's column, it's going to get in anyway.
Well, how can you be so sure?
Well, I just showed it to Alan. He wants to take it out as an ad.
Oh,
Yeah, as an ad. You know how the ad's going to read? It's going to say, Alan Brady thanks Rob Petrie and his two brilliant co-writers, Betty and George.
Oh,
Emmy! You want to see me, Alan?
Yeah, come in.
Oh, there you guys are. I wonder where you were.
Yeah, we're here, Rob.
Van's copy of News Time.
Oh, hey, did they print my letter?
Yeah, it's all there. Read it.
Well, nobody has to read it. Everybody knows what's in it.
No, just read what it says after the little black dot.
No little black dot in my letter.
Well, that's the editor's note,
Yes,
Rob.
read it, Rob. Go ahead.
Oh, the editor's note. We think Mr. Petrie doth protest too much and merely confirms our original evaluation. His humility is just as big as his talent. One must sympathize with him for the pressures that must have forced him to write the letter. Hey, you know what I think probably happened?
No, what happened, Rob?
What happened?
I think probably they thought the letter was too strong.
Yes,
you know,
strong.
and so that's why they figured that you forced me to write it.
Yeah.
You know what I want to do?
What are you going to do, Rob?
I'm going to my office and write another letter.
Another letter.
And I'll explain what's...